Right when we got engaged, we knew groups were going to be a priority to us in our marriage.
Next thing we know, we're at Group Link with 5 other couples sitting around us. Only one of them we had known previously. Groups kind of make the church smaller too, because you quickly meet friends of friends, and then you become friends, and next thing you know, you're looking around and you're 10 people within an arm's reach that you may have not known a year ago.
We just formed very deep relationships quickly. They just did become our people, and it was probably, very early on, within a couple of weeks, we knew that this was a good group.
Yeah, it kind of aligned with what people were looking for, people were craving.
I feel like we run into people in the community all the time, and they're like, oh, you guys do small group. Like, we've always wanted to do that, but we just can't make it work with our schedules. And Perry and I kind of look at each other and I'm like, I don't know how people don't make this work in their lives. Because we've seen the fruit of that in our marriage, and we've seen the fruit of it in our lives and our relationships with our families. A lot of that comes back to what we're learning and growing in within our own group.
And so to be able to have that community and to help facilitate that, it's just so powerful. And the child care reimbursement is huge, and so thankful that makes the tithing part of going to church that much easier, knowing that that's part of that, to allow for these groups to be that much easier for people.
We started this group in a season of life where I had recently been diagnosed with endometriosis, and we had been told at that point it would probably be challenging for us to have children. So our group walked us through the beginning of that to now we're 15 weeks pregnant, and the amount of ways that the Lord has shown it miraculously in between there. I don't know how I would have done that. I don't know how I would have been able to walk through that. When things felt really hard, I could just be honest with them and talk about how hard it felt. And when I didn't see the Lord's goodness, they were there to remind me. It's weird to me to think that these people were strangers 3 years ago, because they are as close, if not closer, than family to us now. We walked through a pregnancy loss in December, and our group members took turns each day for weeks sending us scripture and praying for us. And like when I say that they carried us through that season, I mean they carried us through that season when there are no other words that people can give you, and they brought the words of the Lord to us. There's just nothing else that I could have wanted or needed in that season. They knew so much of the details of our story that when we were having trouble with the big picture, they were there to remind us how the Lord has been there every step of the way. And if you don't have people that don't know your story, you don't have people to remind you of those things whenever you quickly lose sight of them. And so for us, having the same group of consistent people walking through that season was a complete game changer for us.